So, aside from how amazing the food was, how interesting the tours and museums were, and how fun the sights and attractions were, I really think that New Orleans benefited me the most by giving me the opportunity to experience true diversity. I rarely ever travel out of Texas, let alone to places as diverse and unique as New Orleans. It was really interesting to see the mix of people that lived in New Orleans, because there were people from every race, ethnicity, social, and economic background that lived in New Orleans. It's very different from Texas, because I don't think you can find that level of diversity in Texas. And I also really appreciate the fact that the trip to New Orleans gave me the opportunity to help those outside of my own community. We could have easily done a service trip in Texas, but I honestly feel like if we would have done that, it wouldn't have shown us how diverse and big the world is and how other people in other areas need different kinds of help than our personal community might. And in order to be a good leader, I honestly think that it's important to understand diversity and how to help others in different situations. I really enjoyed participating with Youth Rebuild New Orleans. Even though most of us were really tired from that 9 hour overnight bus ride, I can honestly tell that we all enjoyed coming together to help rebuild the home and give back to the community. At the end of the day, it was really nice to see the finished product of our work and how much we had accomplished. And I know that I personally really liked knowing that my efforts and everybody else's efforts would help make an impact on another person's community. Um, while Youth Rebuild New Orleans was really great to volunteer with, I think Greenlight New Orleans was a service activity that really helped me to understand the diversity of the people in the city. Personally, going into other people's homes and talking with the people of New Orleans and hearing their stories, I was really able to understand and see and learn that everyone comes from different economic backgrounds and everyone has different advantages and different hardships. I know I heard a lot of stories about the people in New Orleans, why they were brought to New Orleans. A lot of people were brought to New Orleans really positive reasons, and a lot of people were brought to New Orleans because of disadvantage. And I really think that hearing those stories helped me to appreciate and understand that not every individual has the same advantages and disadvantages, and that it's important to understand that different people need different attention. Lastly, I really think the trip to New Orleans helped FLC to bond as a group. Even though there are a few rough patches and a few disputes, us coming together to make a positive impact on the lives of others really made us closer as a group. But anyways, that basically sums up my FLC 2017 New Orleans experience. And what I'm going to take away from New Orleans and use in the future is that it's important to understand that the world is very diverse. Different people need different help, and different people have different social advantages. And while everyone might not have the same social advantages as me, it's important to understand and help others if I have the ability to.